We have new information in a story we first broke yesterday on WKRG.com. There is still no sign of two missing children, and today we're learning their father may be a suspect in their disappearance. 5-year-old Natalie DeBlase and 3-year-old Jonathon DeBlase were last seen more than 4 months ago while living in West Mobile. News 5's Jessica Toloni broke the story yesterday and joins us now live in our newsroom with the very latest. Jessica?
Well, Devin, Mobile police will not call the father a suspect, but looking at police records from Louisville, Kentucky, there is certainly some disturbing information that makes you think he should be one. News 5 has obtained a copy of a restraining order filed on November 18th. That is when the children's stepmother went to a police station in Louisville and asked for emergency protection against the children's father, 28-year-old John DeBlase. Heather LaVille Keaton told police, quote, "I feel he may have murdered his children because he said that they were non-responsive. He would not let me check on them. He called me later saying that choices were made this morning and he had to do what he had to do." The stepmother is 22-year-old Heather Keaton. She was arrested Tuesday night on 2 counts of child abuse involving those missing children. Yesterday, she waived extradition, so she will be brought to Mobile to face those charges. But police have still not talked to the children's dad. Now, the children lived in Mobile for several years. We've been contacted by family and friends who still live here. We are continuing to follow this developing story, and we will have much more on News 5 at 5 and 6. Reporting live from the newsroom, Jessica Toloni, News 5.
All right, thank you, Jessica. Meanwhile, friends of John DeBlase and the children's stepmother, Heather Keaton, are distraught to hear that Natalie and Chase DeBlase are missing. The 4 of them stayed with the Rios family in Mobile County for 3 weeks earlier this year when they were down on their luck. Robin and Heather Rios stopped by the WKRG studios early Thursday in hopes of showing as many people as possible more pictures of what the DeBlase children look like. They have home video from last February. You can see what looks like the perfect family. The father, John DeBlase, and his wife, Heather, playing with 5-year-old Natalie and 3-year-old Chase on the couch. In other video, John appears to be happy, and you can see the children laughing and having a good time. But friend Heather Rios says this is not how things were all the time.
It was really kind of sad to me because they were made to sit down or eat stuff that they didn't want to, and I don't know, just they weren't very happy. And Natalie would cry in the middle of the night and things like that.
The Rios family says John DeBlase was out of work last February and needed somewhere to stay.
They needed somewhere to go, and I told my husband that they could come and stay with us for a week at the most, and it ended up being 3 weeks.
Robin Rios says he's known John DeBlase for years and didn't suspect that he would ever harm his children, even though he was controlling.
He wouldn't let them go outside. He wouldn't let them, when we took them to the park, he would not let them leave his sight. I don't know if it was because he was being a protective father or if he was being mean to him.
Heather and Robin Rios say they asked DeBlase and his wife and children to leave because they had overextended their welcome. Now they just want someone to recognize the children in hopes they are alive.
I hope that we can get better pictures of them out there. Maybe somebody has seen them between Mobile and Kentucky. Maybe somebody's seen them out with the kids. Maybe somebody has the children. Maybe they left them with someone.
Well, Heather and Robin Rios say they talked with the children's birth mother who lives in Mobile. She has not seen the children in over a year.